Mr. Emeka Odipo joins us now to also give his perspective on this same matter. Thank you for coming on this morning. Well, the thing is, she also said that, look, doesn't understand why there's hue and cry about this tenure matter, because several persons have acted or been in that position in acting capacity before the substantive chairman of INEC came on board. So what's wrong with this one?
If something has been done badly before, that doesn't mean we have to continue on that path. I don't know. I'm not aware of any person. Was it done badly? No. The point is this. The constitution is clear. For you to be chairman, there is nothing like acting chairman of INEC. It must be substantive. INEC is a commission. They have members of a commission. If there's a vacuum, it's for that commission itself to hold a meeting and take a decision as to who presides over the affairs. But that designation of acting chairman of INEC is really not part of our constitution. I don't know where it came from.
Let's hear what she even said directly and get a response from it.
All right.
Well, I think we should not detract ourselves from the issues at hand. I have been in the commission. I'm a national commissioner. I passed through the Senate screening to become a national commissioner. And by virtue of that, I'm appointed acting chairman in the commission. So there shouldn't have been much controversy. But be it as it may, I have a job to do, and I'm set out to do that job. For me, I did not appoint myself, and I would like to think it's not about who you are or who you know. It's about what you can do. And I think my records are there to speak for themselves. I've been a special advisor to assistant to Mr. President Obasanjo, and was posted to the FCT as a Secretary for Health, Agriculture, and Social Sciences, and he was a PDP president. And I was appointed by President Jonathan, who was also a PDP president, and I've worked diligently through the years. So I think it's about what I can do, and I think people should watch out for what I can do rather than think of who I am or who I know. If we could remember 2010, when Professor Iwu left INEC, there was a vacuum, and the presidency of that time appointed Prince Shoibi to act as a national chairman, pending when a substantive commission was put in place. And it's that same Shoibi that handed over to Professor Jiga. So I don't know about due process in this matter. The presidency has had the prerogative of appointing an acting chairman, and I think that might have informed my appointment as an acting chairman.
So there you go. She thinks nothing wrong.
I quite sympathize with her. I don't have anything against her becoming the substantive chairman. Mark my words. The problem is this. By the end of work tomorrow, she ceases to be a member of the commission. So if you're not a member of the commission, how can you be the chairman? No. She doesn't even have a right of audience in that commission as of Wednesday. She can't speak.
Won't you consider her appointment an elevation, so to speak? I mean,
that's the problem.
She can't be an acting chairman and a commissioner at the same time.
No. For you to be the chairman of the commission, first of all, you have to be a member of the commission. As of today, she's still a member of the commission. So in that capacity, she can act as the chairman. But by Wednesday, she's no longer a member of the commission because her 5-year tenure has lapsed. So for her to come back to the commission, there has to be a valid nomination. First of all, the president has to take it to the Council of State. And the draftsmen for the constitution, they know why they prescribe that Council of State. Because this is the most elite and the most distinguished men we have in this country. You take it to them and tell them who you want to make the chairman of INEC. They will not look at it and say, all right, this person is good. They know why both the PDP governors will be there, the APC governors will be there, former heads of states will be there, everybody will be there. Everybody that matters will be there. So they now take a decision, this is a good chairman, before it now goes to the Senate for ratification.
Well, let me ask a question. Sorry. Is your problem the mode of appointment?
The problem is with the constitutionality of what is going on. I have absolutely no problem with Mrs. Amina Zakari. If she is nominated, and if the right thing is done, and she becomes the substantive chairman, I, as a lawyer, I have nothing against her. I'm not in PDP, I'm not in APC. So if she's nominated properly, and the Council of State approves, supports her nomination, and the Senate approves it and she's made the substantive chairman, I have no problem. But let the right thing be done.
Well, you haven't, commented on the last thing she said. She says the presidency has the prerogative to appoint an acting chairman. That's the precedent that's laid down.
I beg to disagree. The right thing in an ideal situation, because if you follow section 160 of the Constitution very clearly, the president is not even supposed to interfere in the dynamics of INEC, because it's an independent body. So the right thing to have done is what Jega did. The commission on their own appoints somebody to head the commission pending the time a chairman of INEC is nominated by the president. So it's not even for the president to appoint an acting chairman. I beg to disagree.
So if that were the case,
yeah,
why did Jega write the president?
I think he wrote to the president, informing the president that was leaving. I don't think he asked for permission to appoint anybody, because he, on his own, or at least as a commission, he decided to put in Ambassador Wali. That's what I believe. I'm sure Jega couldn't have acted alone, because all the decisions they took prior to the elections, they were always calling meetings of the commission. Members of the commission will be there and they take a decision jointly. Even when they decided to postpone the election, it wasn't Jega that did it alone. They were all there and they took a decision.
So, if the Constitution said the president cannot interfere in appointing INEC chairman. So
no, not that. The president nominates the INEC chairman.
Nominates.
Yeah, but after the commission is constituted, the president cannot interfere with the day-to-day working or the dynamics of that particular body, because it becomes independent. So
does appointing the chairman of INEC, is it part of the dynamics of day-to-day?
An acting chairman for 6 months, without following the constitutional guidelines, definitely interferes with the dynamics of INEC.
So what is the difference between appointing an acting chairman and nominating a substantive chairman?
There's a huge difference. The difference is this. One, it goes to the Council of State. It acts as a check on the president.
Yeah, I know. But
so all these complaints that PDP have, they would have tabled it before the Council of State.
What I'm saying at that point is, it's still the president's interference, quote and unquote, which you say is the law.
The constitutional function of the president to nominate, even all the members were nominated by the president, but they still have to pass through the Council of State. And the Council of State have to know that this is the person that is going to be the chairman of INEC. Because a lot depends on this person, who is the chairman.
What is the interference here?
The interference is this. You have exercised a power that you don't have under the Constitution by putting in a chairman who has not been checked by either the Council of State or the Senate.
But she's not the chairman. She's the acting chairman.
If you are told to act for 6 months, effectively you are the chairman for 6 months. What about if after 6 months they extend it for another 6 months? And they extend it for another 6 months? And before we know it, there's four years down the line.
That is an if. But in the meantime, does the Constitution prescribe anywhere, where an acting chief, an acting IG, an acting anybody has to be in place? Is there anywhere in the Constitution where the Constitution speaks of any acting position?
There is no part of the Constitution that mentions the word acting. But there are situations, there are different bodies. The police is a different body. The president can hire and fire an inspector general of police. It's fully within his rights. The president can hire and fire any of the service chiefs. But the president cannot fire an INEC chairman. The president has no such powers.
The president did not fire the INEC chairman.
They even said they fired her. No. Let me get it right.
What I'm saying is, sorry to interrupt you, but what I'm saying is that if there is anywhere else where the Constitution prescribes, because in all of these places that we have mentioned, we have seen an acting inspector general of police.
Precisely.
We've seen acting, we've seen quite a number of acting CBN governor, for instance. We've seen those kinds of positions, but the Constitution doesn't seem to prescribe anything there. Does it mean then that a president may have prerogative to be able to, appoint anybody as acting anything pending when, a substantive one is
between those offices that you mentioned now and INEC is Section 160 of the Constitution. That's the difference. Section 160 was specifically meant to check the president from interfering. There's no section that stops the president from firing the service chiefs tomorrow. If he wakes up tomorrow and says, I don't like your face, he fires you. But the president cannot, the only way the president can remove a chairman of INEC is by reporting to the Senate, and there has to be a specific misconduct, and 2/3 of the Senate will have to approve. INEC is a very sensitive organization, no matter how you look at it. It's a very sensitive organization. It's the bedrock of our democracy. It's upon INEC that the whole democratic experiment is built upon. Without INEC, all is lost. Without the dictatorship. That's why the people that drafted the Constitution put in all those checks and balances to checkmate the president from appointing a lackey to become the INEC chairman. So if we are now saying that the president has the power to appoint an acting chairman for 6 months, it also means he can appoint an acting chairman for 4 years. That is dangerous. Definitely that's dangerous. I don't think that is within the letters of the Constitution. I don't think that's within the contemplation of the Constitution. Definitely not. It's definitely wrong.